My fellow Americans, my fellow Floridians, we're at a point in this country, even here in Florida, where a lot of people think things are at a good point with Governor DeSantis. A lot of people don't like Governor DeSantis. You know, it's crazy where we're at here in this country. It's crazy where we're at here in Florida. I'm running for Senate. Yes, I'm going to run for Senate. I've got my name getting started. There's things that I've got to do to get my name on the ballot, and I'm going to work on that. But you know, I looked into the Independent Party, which there is one here in Florida, and now they want to make me state representative, which is interesting. I don't mind that. I would be happy to participate in that. But I looked in Florida as far as parties are concerned, and let me read to you what I found. Now, of course, our major political parties are the Democrat and the Republican Party, and they're the ones that have the primaries, and that's where everybody is always moving towards, in the sense that because there's such a large group or organization that these parties are going to be in charge. And everybody that I've talked to, everybody says that that's our problem with this country. And I agree. We are so divided that you're either a Republican or a Democrat. Regardless of what your political affiliation is, they keep us, and it's true, they keep us that divided. Now, what I was getting to, my point was, minor political parties: Coalition with a Purpose Party, Conservative Party of Florida, Constitution Party of Florida, Ecology Party of Florida, Florida Forward Party, Green Party of Florida, Independent Party of Florida, Libertarian Party of Florida, Party for Socialism and Liberation of Florida, People's Party, and Reform Party of Florida. Now, if we all had half a brain, not saying that people don't have a brain, I'm just saying think about it in a common sense way. If we all said, hey, I agree in my little party and their little stances, the libertarians and the reformers and all of this, I believe in all of those things and they're great and I want them, they're never going to happen. You're not going to get enough people together to make a voice. But there is a way. If all of these groups, if all of these parties came together under one thought, one mindset, and said, we're going to look at what's best for the country. We're going to look at what's best for the people, not what's best for our party, but we're going to look at what's best for the people. And it's not always going to be perfect. And I think you could go back to the Republicans and Democrats and say, well, that's exactly what they're doing, is they're saying, well, this is our stance, and the majority of our people believe this. That's true. I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is that all of these other little parties, the minor political parties, are saying the problem is the Republicans and the Democrats. So if all of us in these minor parties got together, we would be a force. We could change the political spectrum. We could stop this two-party, uniparty, whatever you want to call it, in our country, and we could start making the changes necessary. But it's never, ever going to happen if we keep voting Republican and Democrat. So look me up. My name is Edward A. Gray. I created a website called The American Patriot Movement. You may not agree with everything on my website, and that's perfectly fine. I need input. I need ideas. But also, we can come together and we all can make a change, because everybody says this, and every one of these parties, they're all saying the same thing. We need to break away from the two-party system. We need a new voice. We need a new way. But it's not going to happen if we all stay in these individual little parties everywhere going, oh, but our party one day. It's never going to be. The only way it's going to happen is if all of these little parties come together in one big purpose to stop the stranglehold that the two-party system has on our country. The American Patriot Movement is my website. edwardforsenate@yahoo.com is my email. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me where we have group discussions on Telegram, on MeWe. I'm on Truth Social, everywhere. Find me. Let's get together. Let's change this. We are walking into a finale for this country, and everybody's saying the same thing. The direction we're being taken, what's going on, the three-letter agencies that seem to have been majorly corrupted in so many ways, the Department of Justice, which is so far left right now that it's incredible that we're even considering them to be a separate wing, because they're not. All of these things need to be addressed and fixed, and the only way we're going to do that is if us regular Americans, you, me, and anybody else in these minor parties, and even those disenfranchised with the Democratic Party that are saying this push for the Green New Deal is not what I expected, or the Republicans who are saying, gee, the Republicans are just not doing anything up there. If all of us got together, if all of us said in one voice, start putting our people in office, we can make major changes. Now, I came up with an idea where I said that we only support people that are running for offices, that are willing to put their jobs on hold, go up and serve that term, and after that term, be done with it. Go back to their job and their life. 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, whatever the term is required, whether it's local, state, or federal. But we find people that are willing to run under that context, that they're not going to do it as a career, because they have their careers. This is one of my biggest thoughts and my biggest problems is we have career politicians who are no longer voting for what's best for Americans. They're voting for what's best for the people who lobby, for the special interest groups, for the things that they think are important, but the majority of their constituents don't. Help me change this. Help me fix this. We are running out of time. In my eyes, this next 2 years is going to be disastrous in a lot of ways. And if Joe gets back in there for 4 more years after that, you might as well kiss the United States goodbye. There's so many things going on in the world, with China, with Ukraine, with Russia, with Venezuela, you name it. And yet, this guy is leaving our border wide open, letting people come in. I posted a story about that, and think about it. How many young single men have crossed our border or are now in our country? Now, conspiracy people are saying, well, those are people getting ready to be part of the UN force that's going to go around and round up all of us that have guns. It's another conspiracy theory. Is it possible? Oh my God, anything's possible these days. I won't slam the door on anything, because I've seen conspiracy theories turn into truth. We need to get together. The American Patriot Movement. That's the website. Edward Forsenate. EDWARDFORSENATE @yahoo.com. Join me. Let's fix this. Let's work together and make something happen. Because I'm tired of everybody saying, well, we did this little bit here. Who was it? There was a group that went around and they were going around and checking all the people that voted, and I forget what they called themselves. And oh, they were so proud of themselves. Oh yeah, we made sure that. What did it do? There's people that say, oh, write your senator, write your congressman. Let's get these things together, and we're gonna get everybody to sign them, and we're gonna send them to Congress, and we're gonna send them to the Senate, and we're gonna send them to Tallahassee. Nothing happens. Are you tired of it? Are you freaking tired of it? Let's make something happen. Join me, help me. Let's do something. Every one of these parties, if we all got together, the 30 or 40, 100,000, whatever people, if we all got together, we would be a voice. Right now, you're nothing more than a wisp in the wind. The American Patriot Movement, edwardforsenate at yahoo.com. I want to make sure that I leave a country for my children and my grandchildren that was just as good, if not better, than what I had. Don't you?